Oh, I did not mean to go live, but now we're live. And I'm going to be light skinned today because seriously, who can deal with this light? It's crazy. All right, Michaela, let me know when you are ready. Oh, we can go at 12, I guess. So I'm trying to get my life together. We just live early. Hey, y'all. Make sure that you share this with your friends and family. We're about to get started in less than a minute or about a minute. So we're going to give you guys a chance to join. So just in case you wonder kind of what's happening on these particular live posts on Wednesdays, we literally we're taping the show. We're taping the show at our podcast studio, and we thought it'd be cool to let you guys in on the actual taping. And so, although it's Facebook Live here, we're actually doing a recording, and then the podcast goes live on Friday. All right, edited and all of that, but you guys get all of the behind the scenes kind of stuff. Exactly. Y'all see my boy Branden rocking with me right next to me. So we're going to get started in literally like a minute. Be sure to share this. This is going to be good. Y'all see my hat? I was like, let me get hip hop.
Swag.
Swag. Yes, I like the energy. Let's go. Okay. Ready? What's up, Milwaukee and the world? Welcome to yet another episode of Saved and the City on WQYL DB with your girl, Iberia. Yeah, you are locked live and in living color. You're in the right place at the right time. If for whatever reason you're watching on Facebook and you're like, when can I catch the podcast? Where can I catch the podcast? Make sure that you just log on Friday, every Friday at 12 p.m. noon, www.wqyl-db.com, and you can hear us live and in living color on there as well. Just in case this is your first time tuning in, I want you guys to know just a little bit about the show. Saved in the City is a weekly talk show where we candidly explore issues and topics from church culture to world culture and everything in between. Each show ends with a solution for the show's themed problem, and we call that the Kingdom Solution. So you guys will hear about that a little bit later in the show, and pretty much it's like something to stand on as we're going through all the different things that we deal with on a daily basis. So be sure to like me on Facebook at Saved in the City. Join my groups on Facebook to stay connected. Just search Saved in the City Radio Show. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I said tweeter. Baby Twitter. If you like what you're hearing, please spread the word to your friends and family to tune in. I can't do this without you guys watching, without you guys being there. I see you on Facebook Live, everybody. So glad to see you guys there. Make sure you share. Make sure you repost. You definitely don't want to miss what we're going to be talking about today. Shout out to Mima's Gourmet Delights, Pastor Martha R. Austin. If you're looking for some amazing desserts for this holiday season, make sure you check out Mima's Gourmet Delights. Just visit her website at www.mymimas.com, or you can actually go and pick your cake up or your dessert up right at Woodman's in Menominee Falls. Also, shout out to LZ Flanard of Enterprise Now. I definitely wouldn't even be here in this studio without him. We appreciate you so much here. So as you're searching for my podcast, whether you're on your iPhone or Android or Google Play or Stitcher, make sure you also search for Enterprise Now. That's something else you definitely want to get connected to. Shout out to Luminosity Enterprises for all of your marketing support, and my girl Michaela Farmer for holding me down in the studio each and every Wednesday. I appreciate you so much. Shout out to Afeni, who isn't here right now. Girl, we miss you. Can't wait to have you back. And to each and every one of you, again, I couldn't do this without you. What's a show? What's a talk show if nobody's listening, if nobody's watching? So again, I appreciate you so much. Now, y'all know what time it is. It's Won't He Do It Wednesdays. Seriously. Cause won't he do it every time? That's all I'm saying. And so we've been talking with some amazing people every Wednesday and just letting them talk, letting them tell their testimony and their story. Because just when you think you're counted out, I guarantee you God can change it on a dime if you believe, if you put the consistency in, if you do the work, and you're in the right place at the right time. So without further ado, you heard me kind of introduce him a little little earlier if you were watching on Facebook. But I'm not sitting here alone. I'm sitting here with my boy, Branden, Wavie Boi,
What's going
Washington.
on, y'all?
You guys are such a superstar.
Nah.
No, I'm so excited to have you here. So, for those people who may not know, but I'm like, who doesn't know at this point? Tell tell the people about, a little bit about who you are, what you do, and then take us on a journey. Tell us your story, kind of how you even got to this point.
Cool. Well, everybody, I'm Branden, Wavie Boi, Washington. Born and raised Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And, super producer. On my own label now.
Yes, for the super producer.
Trying to put Milwaukee on the map the right way.
Yeah.
Bring the music scene back home. So my story, a little bit about me. Born and raised in the church. I'm a PK kid. My pop's a pastor. Everybody might know us from God's Mighty Warriors.
Yes. See, people don't know the start. He started in the church.
Stepping, singing.
Yeah.
Playing drums.
You got a million brothers, too.
Yeah, it's a bunch of shout out to the Washington clan.
Seriously.
It's a lot of us. But no, I started in the church.
Yeah.
That's the background. And I think being rooted in the church allowed me to do a lot of things, musically, and put me where I'm at now. So, I started there, had a deal before, went out to California, stayed out there for a year, was dealing with Tone Struck, Atlantic, and like they say, your first deal always be the worst deal.
Yeah.
You always
Some people never get a first though. Right. So
it was pretty cool, out there in California working with Major Williams, Jamie Foxx artists, Tank Group, 12 Tail, doing a lot of work out there, but it was just something about it that wasn't right, and then something tragic happened to where I had to come back home, and that's cool. And then when I come back home, you're just like, man, did he really do what he said he was going to do?
Yeah.
It's haters and doubters.
Talk about that a little bit, because I know so many different people where, I guess in general, the point I want to get out there is that it's a process.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a process to this thing. And really, and I always say this, if you want success and you say that's what you want, the universe is going to say, how bad do you want it?
For real.
So you fail a couple times. I don't even know if it's a fail, but you may not reach what you're trying to go a few times.
I felt like it was a fail, but
yeah.
You got to grind. You got to stay grinding and, and stay working. So that's what I did. I came back home, worked hard. I'm talking about lived in the studio. My mom's and them light bill might be crazy right now. We stayed in and out the studio, and then the Remy producer series thing came around.
Right.
So I end up jumping in that. So about that, me and my wife, we end up going to the movies. But that whole day.
What? Okay, go ahead. Because it's so it's like people. I just need people to know it's so basic.
Yeah.
It's not like him and his wife was like, let's go to the movies. Go ahead.
So the whole day, I was getting phone calls like, yo, you hear about this Remy Martin producer series that's coming to Milwaukee? I'm like, yeah, I don't really battle beats. I don't think I have to go through all that. So they like, man, Clef going to be in town. Why Clef John? And, with Milwaukee, we don't believe all the time.
Yeah.
Is he really going to show up? Like, is y'all really going to be there? So my homie, he was the last person to call me, M.A. Johnson. He hit me. He's like, dog, if you don't get in this competition, dude, we going to fight. Like, you the coldest in the city, so I need you to be there in the competition. So I end up joining, 10 minutes before the deadline was over.
Dang.
End up getting in there, and they end up calling me the next day and was like, you got in, you submit your music and all this type of stuff. So once I got in, it was all preparation. So what I did for preparation, what I normally do, and this is what we do my label, we fast and pray a lot.
Wow.
Even though we doing secular music and all that type of stuff, we got to give up something.
Wow.
Have to. And if I'm giving up some, the artist giving up something. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. I love that.
We go on the 30-day fast all the time. And we work and we get our head in the right space.
That's real talk. People don't, that's the thing. They think it just comes out of nowhere, but there is a sacrifice. You do. That's the whole thing. It's that law of reciprocity. You give up something to get something.
Yeah. So we give up stuff all the time, and I fast. I went in and I fast. I started fasting. I started praying. I was asking God, what direction should I go in with my music? You know what I'm saying? And my pops, he the one that was like, man, I don't even think you need to do this. Like, he was the one that was like, nah, don't do it. Because he didn't want nobody to steal my sound, steal my music and stuff like that. He was trying to protect me. You know, he cover. He stayed
Come on, covering. We
know.
need, well, a few people need to be covered. Because some of y'all out here. All right, go ahead.
So he stayed on me. And then I was like, you know, it's a good thing. And I ended up fasting and praying, man, and getting in the competition. Clef ended up coming. And like, honest to God.
He just says Clef. Y'all know, sidebar, just in case there's a couple people that just joined, he's talking about the Wyclef John, like Fugees, like Lauryn Hill, Wyclef, like back in November. What is it? Oh, I messed up the song. Never mind.
November.
Going to November, my bad.
No, back to November is the mixtape we doing right now.
But you know, I'm a little prophetic.
Look.
That's all. Go ahead.
We doing that now. So yeah, he came, I got in the competition, did my thing or whatever, you know, won Milwaukee. And that night I won with the homie Kane won. Clef was just like, it was something about me that he liked. And honestly, like, I think it was the second beat I played. After I played the beat, he's like, I felt the Holy Ghost. Like, he got up in the middle of the club and was like, yo, I felt the Holy Ghost in that joint. You know what I'm saying? And then I knew right then and there that it was the connection, you know, the fasting and praying, you know, and picking the right sounds and doing the right thing, listening to God. You know what I'm saying? So right then and there, it was that connection, like, yo, because Clef, he a PK too. You know, his dad is.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's a pastor kid too. He played organ and all that stuff for his dad's church. So the connection was real strong from there, you know. And then after that, you know, I called him the next day and he was like, I don't care if you win, lose, we're going to work. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up working like literally the next day on a song that was #1 in the country.
That's bananas. Are you serious? Like, and that's going from feeling like you were a failure, having to come back to Milwaukee. Because, look, I'm going to say, don't knock Milwaukee. Because a lot of times, because it can be so tough to get successful in Milwaukee, it makes us so tough that when we go into other markets, it's like, it's easy breezy. You know what I mean? So, man, that is just a completely powerful testimony to me. So, what do you say to the naysayers, to the people, especially since you grew up in the church? You're PK, and you have the people that are like, you know, if you're not doing gospel or if you're not doing Christian or inspirational style music, then you ain't blessed. What do you say to those people?
Who are them to say I'm not blessed?
Yes.
You know,
who are they? Period.
Who are they? Like, that's my thing. Like,
yeah,
I know my background. I know where I come from, you know, and I've seen miracles, testimonies, and all that stuff. Just right along in my family alone. When I tell you my moms and dads is real big on prayer and keeping our family real close. And, like, we go through this all the time. We can be downstairs in the studio. Mind you, it's in the basement still, so I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
We could be downstairs in the basement and working on an R&B record and then worship right out the gate. And everybody got their hands up, eyes full of water, you know. So who are you to say?
You don't know the story.
Yeah. It ain't real, you know. Whatever your connection is with God is what it is, you know.
Right, it's your walk, it's your personal walk. What's wavy?
Wavy.
Is it because your hair be wavy sometimes after you take it down out of your braided locks?
It's swag. I will tell you the story about it, but it's wavy is swag. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be super wavy, like the hat.
That's what I found. That's what you heard about. Ooh.
Wavy.
Dang, wavy Iberia. Wavy branding. I like
brandy.
it.
WB, baby.
I like it. I'm so here for it. Okay, so now you're open to this new level of success, because I think there's just levels to it. It's not that you're not successful maybe at a lower level, but now you're open to a new level of success. How are you handling that now at this point? Is there now an added pressure to keep delivering? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, you know, the pressure always up. Like, I get a phone call every day from the homie, and I got something to get done, you know what I'm saying? And even on top of me being a producer, now I'm his music director. So I'm on the road, in and out the country a lot.
Right.
You know, putting together his shows on top of having my artists working on their stuff, putting together their shows, their EPs and mixtapes and stuff like that. So the demand most definitely has got a lot I wouldn't even say harder. It just got more on my plate. But you know, I got to deliver. This is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I must deliver. I must deliver.
What I love about you too is that, you know, especially when you start to see, you see more pictures going up and different things, you know, you see the videos. And what I always noticed about you is that although it's you, there's always other people connected to you. So you got your people with you. You know what I mean? You haven't, some people get where they're going and they're like, that's it. But I see you, you know, still reaching out to other people to make sure that they have a place. You know, maybe I'll use this videographer over here or that type of thing.
Most definitely. That's my thing. Like, my thing is to help my city. Like,
yeah,
we ain't got it. Like, I promise you, I'll be all over the place. And we got the talent, but we don't have the knowledge.
Yeah.
To get to where we need to get, you know, so I just feel like it was my job to grab my team, the ones that was actually right there. Once I caught my deal, like literally we sat in this man's house and he was like, yo, I'm going to sign you and then we going to sign everybody else too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to bring them on. Like, if it's not you, it's not them. You know what I'm saying? So my thing was to make sure I reached back to the community. I'm doing it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we working on going back to November. I reached out to producers. Send me records. You know what I'm saying? Send me stuff.
Oh, I love it.
So, you know,
y'all hear them?
We can start putting Milwaukee on the map the right way. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that we got the business down packed, you know. That's
so huge. And it's something that I live by, you know, and pretty much what you're saying is that, and well, that's actually a saying that like I said, that I live by. And it says that if you want abundance in your own life, create abundance in the lives of others.
Right.
Period, point blank. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people, and I'm not going to just pinpoint Milwaukee, I'm just going to say people, negative people, that don't have that mentality. They have a crabs in a bucket mentality. Right. And they want to, you know, if I can't get up, then you can't get up. Sometimes lift somebody else up and watch them bring them with you. Yeah. You know? So is that type of thing that opens doors that no man can shut. So what's next for you at this point? I mean, I know you say you're doing this thing where you can take other artists as far as like their music. But you did something I saw recently. I'm about to say it. I'm about to be so wrong. It was like, was it a cookout? It was something where you was like, it was a backyard something. Oh
yeah. Oh no. We stayed doing that, backyard parties, man.
But it wasn't like just a party. It was like a give back of some sort.
Yeah. We did a, back to school.
That's what it was.
Block party.
Yeah.
In our neighborhood, you know, we down in the hood, like.
That's huge.
Waco projects, you know what I'm saying? I got my man H1 with me right now, you know what I'm saying?
In my project.
That's where we at. And I come from the projects, you know what I'm saying? And I know how it is.
Yeah.
For the ones that can't get it.
Yeah, I love that.
It was 10 of us. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go there. Let them know.
It was 10 of us, dude, you know, and then we always couldn't get everything. We had to share. I ended up working, started playing keyboard at 12, so I can get the things that I wanted to have. You know what I'm saying? So we just wanted to make sure we gave back for the back to school for our community.
Yeah.
We doing something for Thanksgiving too.
I love it.
As well, you know, make sure the people out there is nice and warm, eating. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we going to always do something, give back to our community where we from.
Yeah, that's what's up. So, give the people, for those people who might be watching, whether they're watching now or they watch later, those people who want to break into the industry, and I mean, in an industry where people say, no, you can't get in, you know, but somehow some people squeeze through, or maybe it's not even the music industry. Maybe it's just someone that has a goal and it's been seeming impossible. Maybe they reached that place of what they consider failure. What encouraging words could you give to them to, you know, so that they don't throw in the towel?
Yo, don't be afraid to take chances. You have to jump off the cliff, man. I heard Steve Harvey say that, man. If you don't jump, you don't know if you're going to soar or not.
Wow.
And then in the process of jumping, you might get some bruises, some bumps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to stay focused and keep God first, number one. Honestly, like, that's our thing. Like, we keep God number one over here. I don't care what y'all see us doing.
Yeah.
Or where y'all see us at. We pray before we do anything. You know what I'm saying? Before we do anything, that's what we do, you know? So stay focused, you know? Let the haters be the haters, because you need them too.
That's so true.
You need them.
Right. Who else is God going to prepare the table for if not your enemies?
Right. So
that's all I'm saying.
They're going to motivate you. You know what I'm saying? So stay focused, though, and grind.
Exactly.
Grind. Because you're not going to make it if you ain't grinding. You got to put the work in.
Absolutely. And so how can people stay connected to you, get your music, all of that fun stuff?
Well, right now we got Facebook, you got the Wavie Boi Productions. That's WAVIE, Wavie. Wavie Boi Productions, the fan page. Then you can follow me on Instagram. That's Wavie Boi _B. I do Twitter, B-Boy Fresh. That's BBOI Fresh. But then you got the mixtape that's out. You got the Carnival 3. I know they're saving the city, but go get the Carnival 3.
Yeah, I love Wyclef.
I produce like 6 joints on there.
Yeah.
My whole team is on there. So that joint just went platinum. So now we got platinum.
That's huge.
Artists, platinum producers
so
from Milwaukee. You know, J Mika, one of my artists, her Diarrhea J, that's out, R&B.
Yeah.
And then you know, we working on a lot of stuff, man. We got the Milwaukee mixtape that we working on too. You know, me, DJ Manny, and H1 The Hook. So we got a lot of stuff that we got going on right now.
I love it. Branden, Wavie Boi, Washington in the house. What we're going to do now, we're going to go to something I got off YouTube. It's like a mix of a bunch of different. Yeah.
I did these in like 2010.
So we're going to see where he started. This is where he started. And then y'all got to y'all got to go buy the album to see where he is now. All right, let's go to that first song by Branden, Wavie Boi.
It's that way for, it's that way for, it's that way for, it's that way for.
We are back. You guys are locked live to Saved and the City. Each and every Wednesday, you are listening to Branden, Wavie Boi, Washington. Those are some of his tracks from back in the day. So like he was saying earlier, he's come such a long way, and honestly back then he was hot, so it's really, to each his own. And I'm just so honored that he was able to come and just share a little bit of his story with us and with the Saved in the City. Teresa Washington said it's still hot. That's right. But yeah, so appreciative that he could share his story with us. Now you know what time it is. It is time for our church announcements. And Antoine Reynolds, I'm still waiting for my organ music to come. It's supposed to come in like with some old school organ music, and I want to have like an old grandmama or old deacon in the future kind of reading. It'll be hilarious. All right, but the church announcements, they happen every Wednesday, and if you have a community happening or anything that you want me to announce on the radio, I'm happy to do so. You can just email it to me at savedinthecitymke@gmail.com. Again, savedinthecitymke@gmail.com, and I'm happy to announce them for you. All right, so let's jump right into our church announcements. Coming up in December, Diversified Divas presents the second annual Winter Wonderland Brunch. They're calling it an urban revival, and that's happening on Sunday, December 3rd, 2017, at the River Club of Mequon. They say grab your girlfriends for a relaxing afternoon overlooking a beautiful 18-hole golf course. Enjoy a hearty brunch, shopping with vendors, musical entertainment, and be filled spiritually, mentally by their special guests. Tickets are only $35, and you can get those at Diversified Diva Brunch 2017.eventbrite.com. Also coming up on December 2nd, this is going to be an amazing event, and if you can get out to the Illinois area, I would tell you do so. It's something that's going to be life-changing for all of the women that are participating. Raising Our Daughters Foundation presents All Hail the Queen. I'm all here for it. I don't know if y'all can see this crown on my hat. I was like, yes, we are ready to go. All Hail the Queen. The princesses are coming. This is a women empowerment event for ladies of all ages. The mistress of ceremony is the one and only Shauna L. Weatherspoon, president and founder of Raising Our Daughters. The keynote speaker is Pat Gillum, and they have special guests, Miss Jacqueline Ruiz. You definitely don't want to miss this. That's coming up Saturday, December 2nd, 2017, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. At Bell Sal Banquets. That's 1920 East New York Street, and that's in Aurora, Illinois. A portion of all the proceeds will be donated to a scholarship fund, and they are giving away 2 scholarships at that particular event. The tickets are only $35. Entry includes the dinner, entertainment, dancing, and dynamic speakers. If you want to pick up those tickets, just visit www.rod-allhailthequeen.eventbrite.com. Also coming up, and this is coming up a little sooner than the other ones, this is on November 12th, is a fashion show and a fashion runway show and calendar release by the one and only Big, Beautiful, and Blessed. You guys might know them as BBB. And they say join us on Sunday, November 12th, as Beauty, Class, and Style hits the runway. And that's happening at 6 p.m. at St. Paul Church, 2661 North 53rd Street in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Only $20 for admission. You can get your ticket online at www.bbb 2018, that is, ticket.eventbrite.com. Again, BBB 2018 ticket.eventbrite.com. Make sure that you check them out. It's going to be an event that you don't want to miss. Now, it's sold out every year, so make sure you get your ticket right away. The last announcement is from MCFBL. It's the MCFBL Coaches Development and Information Session. It's an MCFBL, which is a whole lot of letters. It stands for Milwaukee Christian Fellowship Basketball League, and that's happening Saturday, November 11th, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. noon. New beginnings are possible. That's the location. Oh, I thought they were saying new beginnings are possible. That's the location. 6100 North 42nd Street. And it says that the coaches development and information session is for all new and returning coaches that are considering joining the league this season. We'll go over the rules, ministry strategies, and benefits for the upcoming season. And who should attend, you're asking? Returning coaches from the previous MCFBL seasons, youth ministry leaders from churches and ministries that want to learn more about MCFBL, potential coaches and churches that are undecided but willing to partner with another church for a team. If you want more information, you can email them at mcfblmke@gmail.com, or you can contact Dr. Ennis Chambliss at 414-397-0082. And lastly, get to church. Why not? go to church on this Sunday. You know, I mean, we have our issues. People say they got church hurt and all kind of issues and things going on, but just go ahead and get you some word. I recommend World Outreach Bible Training Center, and that's at 3410 West Silver Spring Drive. But wherever you want to go, you know, get there, go get some word, get filled for your week, and keep it moving. That's your church announcements for today. It's a whole lot of announcement. But again, if you have something that you guys would like for me to announce, then just email it to me at savedandthecitymke@gmail.com. All right, now comes one of my favorite times of the show. This is an opportunity that I take to shine light on someone doing amazing things in the city. I call it my MKE treasures. If you follow me on social media at all, you see me doing my treasure hunts, finding people in the streets and putting medals around their neck. It's because they do the work. And the young man that's sitting next to me today is more than just a singer. He's more than an entertainer. He is a community leader. He is a world changer. And I'm so excited that he could be here today. Whenever I call him, he show up. And show up ready to go. And so I was like, when do I have the time to be able to honor my boy Cincere? And today seemed to work out. So Cincere, you with me? How you feeling?
Yo, I'm live.
I love it. It's yo. I'm live. He's here and so humble. I mean, you got a whole day after you. Like, that's nothing. Just a day. What's that? No, but again, I'm so excited. We're going to talk more about your journey because he's also my second half guest for the day. But during this segment, we just want to talk about, kind of specifically what you do in the community. Now, I know you're a big spokesperson for domestic violence. So why don't you talk a little bit about some of your current projects that are going on for those initiatives and some of the other things that maybe people don't know that you do for the community?
Like you said, my whole mission behind the domestic violence stuff, basically I came up, seeing a lot of domestic violence in my personal life, aunts, uncles, my mom, my dad, a lot of stuff like that. So I actually lived in Sojourner Family Peace Center. Yeah. When I was 9.
Right.
And so I when I got older, man, I got into a few things or whatever, and I just figured, get back to, you know what I'm saying, where your roots was. And my first time I actually had performed was in that kitchen. Yeah. At that shelter. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, my whole career was, based on the community to begin with. Yeah. So, me and my team, on the, the fast forward, I just actually had my 12th anniversary of Cincere Day.
Yeah, right.
And, that was in conjunction with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Milwaukee and Mayor Tom Barrett. So shout them out. That was in 2005, I think it was. Yeah, yeah. So I know we got we got the proclamation, but I just wanted to stay busy all these years and make sure we wasn't being lazy. So you come in a place and you see a plaque or something on the wall, and it's like, all right, it came and it went. Yeah, you know what I mean? But I want to just make sure we was doing something behind the scenes all these years. So I don't mind speaking about it now, but every time we was doing something, over the years, privately for the women and the children in the shelter and stuff like that, it's really just about the women and the children to be able to have those experiences that they're not able to have while they're, on the run or trying to be in a safe space, or whatever, to protect themselves. So, we just wanted to continue to do that. So with the anniversary, we actually just started the first year of Adopt a Neighborhood. And we did that with conjunction with Carter's Academy.
I'm familiar.
Yeah. Our company, our personal company.
What, TLE?
TLE, yeah, our personal
so
company.
I know that.
Collier's Training Institute, Team Teal 365, what up, sis? And we are in the Nisha group. Yeah, the Nisha group.
Oh, I love Miss Nisha. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's good people. So those agencies are actually all over in the Villard community, right around 33rd, 35th, in between there.
I'm familiar. I had an office space over there briefly where Miss Nisha is. That's how I met her. Yeah.
Say no more. So right across from the Wells Fargo area. Yep. But real talk, we happened to go through there and we was just thinking we need to get through here and start really picking up the areas and stuff, and you know how that is. If we could cleanse ourselves or whatever, then we can start to rebuild on something. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so we saw prostitution, a bunch of stuff in the area. So we decided to go through and try to clean up. So that was I appreciate that.
It's just, I mean, it does my heart so well. And I know you say, hey, this, you talked about kind of where you started, as Sojourner singing, to that, a population of people. But you'd be surprised at how many people don't go back. They get out and they just leave it there. So, that's why, I like to take a moment just to say, hey, I see you doing the work and and it's a continuation. Like you said, it's not like, okay, we got the plaque, now we're done. It's like, how else can we help? Even I think you supported my good friend, one of my best friends, Dana Perry, at her event, Strength of a Woman. I don't know, you remember you guys did that?
Right,
that was huge, and that was her first event, and that's and that's what we talked about, kind of soaring. But there comes a point in time that even as an eagle, although you fly solo, you let other people ride up on those wings too, until they can get their own kind of footing. So I appreciate all that you do. And so actually, other than doing all of the amazing work you do in the community, you have an amazing music career. And before we kind of start talking and walking through that and that whole journey, tell us a little bit about the single that we're going to listen to. It's the newest thing that you have out. Have a good time.
Good time.
Good time.
I was going to say, which one?
Corny.
No, yeah, we. Good. This is so we good.
Have a good time.
Well, Good Time is out right now, Vivo, and we got a couple links right now. Well, it's out on all platforms. Let's just say that. It's a single I got with one of my homies, Corey Piper. He's a top 40 artist from the city. My man Philly manages him, Philly Flyboy. So shout out to Family. So yeah, it's just we just trying to just expand.
I love it. I had to listen to the whole thing because I was like, okay, viewer. I know, I already did. I was like, yes, Sincere, I can play it. So we're gonna go to the next song by Cincere. We're gonna come back and talk to him about his musical journey. Let's go to that first song by Cincere. Good time. Not have a good time.
Had a rough day, a really long flight. Ain't complaining, I ain't new to the grind, just hoping for a real good night. I check into my hotel, penthouse suite. Independent on the road, show money stack high, yes, the ceiling, y'all me. Cause I just touched down, only here for one night. 20 minutes, meet me down in the lobby. Let's live it up like we almost out of time. Now let's just have a good time, good time, good time. Let's just have a good time, good time, good time. I just wanna say that I'm the reason that y'all came here in the first place. You and your girls are my #1 fans, and it's your best friend's birthday. So while I have a toast, that's the least that I can do. See, I don't really drink with the club with me. So you and your girls gon' do what you gon' do. Let's just have a good time, good time, good time. I just want a good time, good time, good time. I just wanna, I get 20, 30 calls when I come around. They just tryna see a boy when he come in town. Guess they tryna be a part of the in the crowd. I think it's safe to say they starting to see it now. I had to do a record with the sin. Got the city going crazy, boy, we steady checking in. I told them, but I tell them once again. Cause some people that were hating back, pedaling again. Milwaukee know I love you, baby. Hawaii know I love you, baby. I'm just rapping for my people. I'ma hold it down for the city right now. Got a new sound for the city right now. Let me see you bounce for the city right now. We gon' hold it down for the city right now. I'ma hold it down for the city right now. Got a new sound for the city right now. Let me see you bounce for the city right now. We gon' hold it down for the city right now. Let's just have a good time, good time, good time. I just want a good time,
And we are back. You guys are locked live to Saved in the City each and every Wednesday on Facebook Live. And if you're listening on the podcast, and you must be listening on Friday at 12 o'clock. That was Good Time by the one and only Cincere. And that is such a fitting name, because he's so sincere about his music, about the community, about the people that, he's connected to. And I'm so appreciative to have him in the studio today. That was, Aww. He called me Big Sis. Yeah, that's my brother for real. So let's talk it again. For those people who are just joining, it's Won't He Do It Wednesday, because Won't He Do It every time. And what we're talking about is just, the goodness of God, and really, how it doesn't always look like what you think. A lot of times people feel like if you're only doing gospel music, or you're only doing a certain type of thing, that's the only way that you're blessed. And that's not always the case. Everybody has their own walk and their own journey. And Cincere has had some success, some issues, even, to get through storms, and a lot of different things that he's been through, to get where he's going. And I know recently I saw you, I don't know if you were on tour, or I know you were singing, was it opening for Keisha Cole?
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, come on, where'd this come from?
The blessings.
The blessings. Yeah, so why don't you take us on the journey, because I know your story, and I know you've told it a million times. But tell them the story about kind of who you are and how you got to where you are today.
All right, I'm going to try to see if I could jump around a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, right, it's a lot, I'm sure.
Real talk, I'm originally from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I came here early on with my mom, my dad. My dad ended up moving back out of state. We just went through what, a lot of the people in our areas go through. Like, like my brother Wavie said earlier, we from the area. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we not no stranger to none of this,
The hood.
Like, straight up.
Right. I honestly, I grew up on 16 in Monarchy. So even I have a little hood in me.
So, I love, she said, that's
a
the
little
era.
in there.
That's the era.
I was like that till I was 7.
But just a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Just the struggle or whatever, coming up. And then, like I said, like my first way, what I started actually was, I was going to the schools I started doing like these little tours or whatever.
Yeah.
Started with like 10, then we went to 20, went to 30. Then before I knew it, we was like 50 schools, deep. And it was really like, I didn't even have any music of my own, for a lot of people that didn't know that. Like, and like now I'm like cover, song, like, I'd be like, I ain't trying to do them covers. I ain't about to sing them covers. I'm going to do originals. But, like, that's all I had back then, So I was kicking, like, Jagged Edge records, Genuine records. And that portion was just, I knew that vessel would get me into the schools. And it was really just about giving my testimony to these younger people to let them know, like, dude, we grinding just like y'all. We out here with no heat. You know what I mean? Like, there's no hot water in the crib. And we still pushing through. Sometimes, some days we don't got no food in our mouth. And I think that's what makes the the stronger people and the leaders out of the pack, those people that are going through their own issues and they still looking towards the next individual and trying to add to other people's lives, that are less fortunate. And that's kind of been our approach the whole way. Yeah. So even when we talk about the music, the musical journey, I would just probably like come back and just say like the music stuff is like all favor. It's all favor from God, because like everything that we do, we started with the community. It's about family first. It's about, you know what I'm saying, like creating the platform and laying the foundation for the ones that's coming behind us. And that's been like our mission from day one. You know what I mean? Like Wavie, so y'all know too, because like we ain't really like public people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to just say that. So a lot of people don't really even know, like, connections and stuff. But like, I always believe in, and you really like show, you know what I'm saying? Like the love and respect, and like me and the whole family, like the Washingtons, like those are my family members. Like since I was younger and when I first came on the scene and when I didn't have a lot of stuff going, like, I was able to go to them, and I was in that house over there practicing too. On the corner and getting my stuff together. And I was just with my brother in that basement, like right before,
before y'all was Wavy.
Before this, but no, because he was
always
wavy, baby. My bro been like they all gifted. Like all of them gifted, man. But just to say, like, like for us to see with all the ups and downs and stuff that we've been through, and to see the timing, God's timing, the way it works or whatever. And the real truth is, like, I was at a point in my life, and I actually had to go call on my brother and ask him to come and help me out with something, and he always has. It's not ever been a situation. I just show up at the house. He know me. I don't call.
Yeah.
I just go there.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and and he had my back. So, when he called me and let me know what was going on. And that's why too, like, I just want to tell y'all, like, it's about being 100 too. Be real, man, like with you know what I'm saying, yourself first, and then, like, when you really dealing with people, though, be real with your people, fam, because, like, at the end of the day, you don't know, you know what I mean, like, what's the outcome.
Yeah.
You don't know who you gonna need or who you gonna, you know what I'm saying, have to call on or whatever. But I think that my bro would probably, like, say the same thing. Like, we excited because God is blessing us both on two separate spectrums, but at the end of the day, we see the big picture. We eating off the same plate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so
table.
it's really dope, and the whole energy, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm kind of starting to feel it over the city. And you're still gonna have the naysayers that are saying, like, it's not gonna work out. People are stuck in their ways or whatever. But I'm gonna just put it out there because the age stuff don't really matter too much no more. I'm 35, okay?
Yeah.
And I just falsettoed
I'm
for
over
the first
35,
time.
but we're not gonna say it.
You know what I'm saying? Like this year though, for the first time,
Yeah.
like I'm learning stuff at 35, and I feel excited because I'm not done.
Oh, you
learning.
just said you just now getting your elder barge on at 35. Okay.
I'm trying to tell you, I ain't went. I've been
Let's
just
hear
like
it.
this all these years. You know what I'm saying? I come to find out. And
but that's cool though. I'm playing, but like literally, it's always self discovery. Even a falsetto. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so like just wrapping it up and bringing it up to the current date.
Yeah.
Like, all of the events that happen, because, like, real talk, this story, I think that y'all will believe that this could be nothing more than favor. Okay,
Yeah.
I ain't even got a chance to share this, but I'm gonna share this with y'all right now.
Yes,
check this out.
exclusive.
So what happened was we get a phone call from a representative at another station right here in the city. So they say that there was that this company from LA is looking for an opener for the show. So there was some complications, like, through the whole situation, like all the way up into the day.
For those people who are just joining, you're talking about the Keisha Cole show.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And I'm not saying this is like Keisha's people, nothing. Like
Yeah,
that.
right.
It's a
Right.
bunch of people involved. Okay?
Yeah.
So we got together or whatever at the day of, and we finally got a chance to sound check. Now, my uncle does security for me. He works for, like, the money team. He works for, like, a lot of major people, so he's in and out. And when people come in town that are respected, other people call in. So he said, he told Keisha and them people, yo, it's kind of conflict of interest, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I told him,
yeah.
like, no, bro, go do that. Make sure she's good when she here. And then he gave me the second team. So we in traffic, and we get cut off by a license plate, a car that got a license plate that reads Tank. Okay, so now we walking, so we see Tank. Okay. And my man is asking me.
And it was really Tank.
No. Check game.
Yeah.
So my man is telling me, he's asking me, like, bro, you think we're gonna get that Tank show? Now this show is November 20th, okay? So just to show y'all, and you already see I was with Tank already,
Yeah,
so just
yeah.
November ain't got here yet.
Right.
So I'm telling him, like, bro, we blessed. Stop tripping about all this stuff. We got hands on Tank, okay? We good. So it's only two of us in the car. We tell the squad, no, they laughing at us. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
So we go to the show here in Milwaukee. We blessed. We do well. Keisha's in the dressing room. She's like, who is that? Who is that? And they had slid an opener in before me that I didn't know was going to be there until last minute.
Yeah.
And that person came in between us, and she was like, why ain't he opening for me? You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, at about 4 o'clock in the morning, they hit us and said, hey, yo, if he can get there, get him to Minnesota. So, and it was, and I was told adamantly too that I wasn't actually gonna be able to perform on that show because they was like, it's just gonna be Keisha and Tank. But after they saw the live or whatever, they hit me, and we just hit the E-way like right away and got down there. But check it out, when we got to like Minneapolis, almost about to cross the bridge, right? We get cut off by a car this time. It was a truck first time, car second time.
Yeah.
License plate say Tank. Okay, so we get on stage, we get there. The guy's like, "Yo, you get no sound check." Okay, fine. I'm breezing.
That's the grind.
Okay,
right.
where we at? Go. Where's the space? We go in the room. We're sharing the production room. No problem.
Yeah.
I'm smooth. Get on stage, do well. Come off. I holler at Tank. It's been 10 years. Okay, so I had to just make sure I got everything off my chest. So I'm like, yo. I'm like, listen, man, I got 2 license plates, okay? 2 license plates that got your name on it. But
Yeah.
I said, this don't happen, you know what I'm saying, often. I said, so I just need to know, do I got the blessing for the When We remake, right? For the remix.
Right.
I got the blessing. He sent the track personally, okay? So we be looking for that.
Yeah.
When We, Cincere and Tank.
We.
And then the show on the 20th will be there before the actual tour in December jumps off. But he tells me instead of going to the club, he say, let's go to the penthouse and play the piano. You know what I mean? So you already know I'm like tripping because
like you
man,
exclusive now.
It's been raining, fam. It's been raining. You know, it's been raining in my life.
Yeah.
And so Can
you share a little about the storm?
Man, real
just
talk.
a little, because that's the part, because people hear the glory and that's great, and I want to hear like how the story ends, but some people are in the storm right now. You know what I mean?
Let me okay, let's just try to picture this. Okay, if I can put myself into the shoes of another individual. And I'm very humbled by my experiences. Let me just make that noted. Can you imagine, like, everybody knowing who you are and knowing your name? You've been putting on, you've been showing love, and you know that you utilize platforms, and then you're in this place, and you used to certain things after a while. You've been working, you know what I mean?
Oh,
the way your children are taken care of, your stability, and everything, and then you also know where you come from, so you're not a stranger, But I kind of feel like the rug was kind of, snatched from underneath me, and a lot of wind knocked out of me.
Yeah.
And I was, at a point that I felt like I was like ready to give up. Can you imagine like co-headlining Summerfest with Common? Yeah. And then you don't really know like where you about to be at the end of the night.
Unfortunately, I know all too well.
Like, that type of situation. So if that's any consolation to where I was at, like a year and a half ago after all the success,
Wow. So bring us back to where we are now. So now you saw the license plate, Tank, and now you get the chance to talk to him. Yeah.
So now we already know how the business is, right? People be busy. So a lot of times I don't think it's personal flake, but people be busy. So what happened was we kind of lost contact last time. So I was like, we get to the hotel and we hitting the line or whatever, and we wasn't really getting a response. And this straight up, but I was like, you could be negative, and I really been in this positive like mind frame, and I was like, man, look, we in this lobby, and he invited us, you know what I'm saying, in front of everybody, and we supposed to be upstairs. We got 2 license plates, fam. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be up there.
We got the sign.
And I'm just feeling like, like really I would have thought in a different mentality or whatever beforehand. But I was really thinking to myself, like, dang, I'm about guilty of what's happening right now, because if he doing what he said he was doing, man, there should be some people up there, man. He should be playing the piano. He can't even answer us right now, bro. I said, He want us up there. He want us up there. So I had my man Piper, I had my bro Lace or whatever, and I had my manager Fred. And so I tell Fred, I said, check it, bro. I say, look, he's doing just what he said he was doing. So we can't feel how about we just figure out how to get up these 2 levels of elevators to the top floor?
Oh, you make me want to run.
Because that's what we're supposed to
You
be.
got to go get it. Go get your blessing.
Got to get there. So we walking around, you know what I'm saying? We get up the first level. Took about 10-15 minutes to get to the next level. I ain't gonna lie, because them other elevators, it's a whole nother level. And some individuals saw me at the show in Minneapolis and was like, bro, you from up here? I said, no. He said, they was singing your words to your song. I was in the crowd. He said, bro, you was killing them. Y'all need to get upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah, we do, my dude. Yes, we do. You know what I'm saying? So real talk, we get up there, exchange some numbers. They actually do music, and then they go on they penthouse, and me and Fred in the hallway, we looking around like, you know what I'm saying, where the room, and he like, how we gonna find a room? I said, bro, listen for the piano. So we get to walking, and get over there, and we kind of standing out there, and it was one of those moments of truth, like real talk. It was like, dude, like, do we knock on this door? Are we gonna be intruding or whatever? And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. After all the no's and the closed doors, fam, bang, 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 bang. I'm talking about quick. They looked. They
made me cry. There, go ahead.
This fact though. They looked out the peephole, and I'm gonna tell you, like, when you can tell fake love and real love. I heard from the other side of the door without the door being open. Fam said, my man Vegas said, that's little bro with the gold jacket. Shout out. Larry, man, for the gear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Tank says, that's my little bro Sin. Let him in. doesn't get better than that. You know what I'm saying? So we come in and then they immediately realized that we had 2 more people, which also lets me know that they were being very attentive to us.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, where's your man's at? Hey, well, Cincere can't leave. They stool right there. I'm sitting. They took Fred to go get the family, you know what I'm saying, and bring them up.
Wow.
And then actually removed everybody else from the room, you know what I'm saying, and said, like, you ain't family, you got to ride out. And we was there till about, like, 2, 3 in the morning, man. And I just appreciate the time and the, you know what I'm saying, like the stories and the energy that was given. It was real. And it's real. The journey is real, y'all. Like you gotta believe and you gotta see yourself through that, man. And like double back on what Wave said. The haters are gonna be there. The people that don't believe and don't see your vision does not mean that the vision ain't real, fam. Like you have to see it and follow through. Like you know how many times they said that they counted us out. I know. Because I was there to share some of the disappointments with the fam too. You know what I'm saying? As well as myself and my personal team. So I know what it's like. So like,
man,
dude, it's real.
Man.
The favor is real. God is real. The signs are real. Y'all better get to reading. And like I said, go to church.
Go to church. Get to church.
You know what I'm saying?
I absolutely love it. Oh my God. Like, my goosebumps, chills, because we all are going through whatever that thing. Maybe you're not trying to get, to be the headliner of a show. Maybe your thing is you trying to start your business. Maybe your thing is you just trying to be a good wife. Whatever your thing is, there's processes to it. And there comes a time when you got to be bold enough to go bang on the door like my boy Cincere did and go get your blessing. Go take the land. That's his territory, and so sometimes it's going to be giants in the land and you got to find the boldness to go and get it. Oh my God. Cincere, Wavie Boi, y'all are just everything to me right now. Cincere, tell them how they can follow you, stay connected to you, all of that.
You can check me out on Facebook. I'm Clyde Cincere Dangerfield. I'm also under the Cincere fan page. I'm on Twitter.com at I am Cincere. Also, y'all can check me out on Instagram at YoungRuffin_.
Absolutely. Oh my God, this has been an amazing show. But before we go, I want to make sure I give you guys your kingdom solution. And that's the premise of Saved in the City. Kingdom solutions for real world issues. And so today's scripture for you guys to take with you is Romans 4:8, and it says, blessed is the man whom God will not impute sin. And so people, I was trying to figure out, okay, what does impute mean? And it says the word impute means count or take account of. So blessed is the man against whom the Lord will not count his sins. So I don't care where you are in your life, what you've done, what it might look like to other people. God is not holding your past against you. He's not holding where you might have fallen short against you. You can still be blessed, whether you're in the church or whether you're out of the church at this point and you're walking through your journey, whether you're singing gospel music or opening for Keisha Cole, whether you producing for Wyclef or you singing in your church choir. God loves you and he sees you exactly where you are. Thank you so much to each of my guests. You guys have truly inspired me. I have my own struggles and desires and wants, and you guys make me feel like I can fly. Come on in here. So shout out to Branden, Wavie Boi, Washington. He told me I was wavy, so now I'm Wavie B. Shout out to my boy Cincere, and of course thanks to all of you, my supporters. I could not do this without you. Specifically shout out to LZ Flanard over at WQIL-DB, and of course Enterprise Now. Be sure to follow me on social media to stay connected to all things Saved in the City. I'll make sure that I put my guest information in our group so you guys get connected, stay connected, and until next week, be encouraged.